Good morning, Robins and Rabbits, or good afternoon, whenever you're doing this, and welcome to our second session of Celebrating Difference, our Jigsaw PSHE learning. Now, in session 2, we're still thinking about boys and girls, and our first little objective is the same, to start to understand that sometimes people make assumptions about boys and girls. So remember that word from yesterday, assumptions. They automatically think something that could be right or it could be wrong. And these are often called stereotypes, so that is similar. But the second one today is to understand some ways in which boys and girls are different and accept that that is okay. So yesterday we looked all about similarities between boys and girls, and we found out, it doesn't matter. It's okay that some girls like football and so do some boys. And it's okay that some girls don't like cooking and some boys don't like cooking. Okay, it's absolutely fine to have similarities, and it is also it's perfect and fine to have differences as well. Okay, and I loved seeing some of your similarity shields yesterday, so if you haven't already, please do send those in. You might want to send them alongside your difference, because you're going to do a different shield today. Okay, so we're going to start with reminding ourselves of the Jigsaw charter. Here's Jigsaw Joe. And our Jigsaw charter, we remind ourselves at the beginning of every Jigsaw lesson that we take turns to speak. So if you're speaking to someone at home this morning, make sure you take turns. And actually, this goes for any time when you're speaking to someone. Make sure you're taking turns to speak. Use kind and positive words. Listen to each other. If you don't want to speak, you have the right to pass. That's more happens when we're doing our Jigsaw Joe, when we're passing him around. Only use names when giving compliments or when being positive, because we don't want to hear negative, mean comments. That's, again, you could do that all the time as well. And we respect each other's privacy. That means if someone doesn't want to say anything, we respect that and we move on. Okay, so that's just a reminder of that there. And we are just going to do our calm me. So I am going to make sure you're sitting comfortably in your chair and just relaxing, ready for the next bit of learning. And actually, I was going to say that sometimes in school, I know in Rabbit's class, we actually use this tactic, little calming time. If we've been outside and we've all come in from playtime a little bit hyper, a little bit excited, we will use the calm me charm. And it really just helps us to relax and be ready for our next bit of learning. Okay, so we're going to do that now. I'm going to ring the charm and listen to the instructions, okay? Oh, sorry, I missed there. Let me do it again. Okay, so gently breathing in and out. In and out. See if you can breathe in for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and out for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you listen, you can just hear the charm very slightly. I'm just going to do it once more. So breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And we'll just listen for the charm to stop. And you might have just heard it has just stopped. Okay, so I hope you're feeling nice and calm, ready to listen to the next bit of learning. Okay, so, right, we're going to think now. We've got boys and girls, or both, and I'm going to show you some pictures of some duvet sets. So you might have a duvet set at home. Mine is actually a bit boring. It's just plain white. But when I was younger, I had all sorts of different duvet sets that I liked. I had, I don't know if you'll know her now, I had a Groovy Chick one. I don't know if she's still around, but she was purple. Well, her purple coloured duvet, and she was on there. I also had a dinosaur one, because I really liked dinosaurs at one point. I had Then I just had like a blue and a green one, a yellow one. So I changed as I went through. I had a really girly one, and then with all the pinks and the purples. But again, that could have been for a boy. Doesn't mean it has to be for a girl. And then I had dinosaur one, which again could be for a boy and girl. Okay. And different coloured ones, which any colour can be for anybody, can't it? So we're going to have a look at some duvet sets in the pictures. I want you to have a think about whether they are boys' covers, girls' covers, or could they be both? Okay, so here we are. We've got ballerinas. Okay, remember what we said yesterday? Some girls like ballerinas, some boys like ballerinas. So could that be for a boy or girl or both? Have a think. Okay. I wonder what you have said, 'cause it's really hard to do our jigsaw over the video, because I love to hear all your answers, but hopefully you might have said it could be for both, really, because as we discussed yesterday, it's okay for people to have similarities and okay that boys can like this and girls can like this. Okay, we've got some cars there. Oh, I love this. Look, they've got a car, a road going around with little cars here, and they've made a Lego bridge, it looks like there. Oops, oops, sorry. Where's it gone? Sorry, I've jumped back. There we go. So, I'm going to give you a little time to think now, or discuss with somebody at home. Is it boys, girls, or both? Okay, again, hopefully you might have said that it's for both, because why not? Girls can like cars and boys can like cars. It's got a bus on it. I like buses. I like going on open top buses. That's always fun. Okay, so yeah, for both. And if you look here, look, you know, remember when you made your carnival carts? It looks like they've made something like similar there. Okay, and then we've got some dinosaur bedding. Oh, I like that. Okay, so I'm going to give you some time to think and try. You might want to discuss with somebody at home. Have a think. Is it girls, boys, or could it be both? Right, hopefully. Again, you said it could be for both, because if you're a girl, you can like dinosaurs, and if you're a boy, you like dinosaurs. But again, you might not, and that's okay. You don't have to like dinosaurs if you're a boy, and you don't have to like dinosaurs if you are a girl. Right, and then we've got unicorns here, unicorn bedding. And I know lots of children at school do like unicorns, because whenever we go to write our own stories, there are always unicorns. Okay. Now, I will be honest, most of the time it is girls that like writing about unicorns, but boys, you can as well. Don't feel like you can't. Okay. So, boys, girls, or both, have a think. Hopefully, again, you said both. Now, even though it's more likely that girls might have this bedding, it is absolutely fine if boys do as well. Okay. So, I want us to just have a think now. Why do you think we make assumptions about boys and girls? And remember that special word, assumptions, something that we automatically think, which could be right or it could be wrong. Okay, an assumption, we automatically think it because of perhaps something we've seen before. So have a think. Why do we think we make assumptions about boys and girls? Have a think in the chat. Now, it is really difficult because we would be passing Joe around the classroom, we'd be thinking about all those things. Unfortunately, we can't do that today. But hopefully we said some things that we make assumptions about boys and girls because it's probably what we've seen. We might see adverts on the TV with girls playing with unicorns and boys playing with cars. So it's things that we've seen on TV. It's things that we've experienced. It's things that our friends like. Things like that. But is it okay for girls to like hard duvet covers? Hopefully you've all shouted yes at me. And is it okay for boys to like pink duvet covers? And hopefully again you've all shouted yes at me, because yeah, why not? It is absolutely fine. Even though we've probably seen on an advert that boys are wanting to buy the car duvet and the girls are wanting to buy the pink duvet, well, actually it doesn't have to be that way. Okay, so hopefully you've both shouted yes at me, because it is perfectly okay to do that. Okay, now before we go on to think about our different shields, we're just going to have a look at this front cover. Now I tried to see if I could find a YouTube clip about this book, but it's a bit of a long book. So if you wanted to, and you wanted to have the time to look at this story, if you type into YouTube Bill's New Frock, some will come up, or there is actually, I think there was a little film of it about it as well. But Bill's New Frock. So what do you think of this book cover? So we've got, oh, if you're not sure what a frock is, it is a dress. Okay, so what do you think of this book cover? What surprises you about the book cover? Okay, so we can see that Bill is wearing his dress. Oh, it's a bit muddy. Bit muddy. He's got his legs out with a graze because he's got to have a plaster. He's got a muddy knee, and he's got that because it looks like he's been playing football. Okay. Now, normally when people play football, they've got their football kit on, or they're in school in their sports kit. But Bill, he wants to play it in his dress. And is that okay? Have a little think. Well, I think most of the time, if he's just having a kick around with his friends and he wants to get muddy in his dress, that is absolutely fine. If he's perhaps playing a match, a dress isn't always the best thing to wear, because if he falls over, it might show his pants or something, so it might not be the best thing to wear if you're playing a proper match. But if he's just playing outside with his friends, why not? Sometimes we make assumptions about people, and that is based on what we're used to or what we have experienced. So like we said just now, it's things that we might have seen on the TV or in school, and it might have been things that we've experienced. So at playtime, boys are playing football and girls are playing something else. But you know what? That doesn't have to be that way. We can change that if you want to. So again, if you want to go and see if you can find a clip of this story, type in Bill's New Frock on YouTube. I'm sure something will come up. Okay, and in school we would have had a little pause now and thought about everything we've discussed. So obviously at the moment we can't. Okay, so we all have differences despite our gender, boys or girls. Some things are because we are a boy or girl, but some are just because it is what we like. But each of those differences is okay. So the key message today, that all differences are absolutely fine. And so are all similarities from yesterday. It is all okay. So to finish off then, your activity is to make a different shield. So yesterday you had a similarity shield. Today you've got a different shield. Okay, so I want you to have a chat with someone in your house who is different gender. So remember, if you're a boy, you need to speak to a sister or your mum, and if you're a boy, if you're a girl, you need to speak to dad or perhaps brothers. To come up with 4 differences you have. If you don't have someone at home with a different gender, perhaps just think of a friend in school, or think of an adult that you have at home that aren't there at the moment, and think about the things, or you could do it a little bit later on. So come up with 4 differences you have about perhaps what you look like. So if they've got brown eyes, you've got blue eyes, their hobbies, what they like doing, and things they are good at. And on the differences shield, design your own differences shield with 4 of the things that are different about you. And in the middle you could put it's good to be different because. Now I'm just going to show an example of mine. Okay, I've put it is good to be different because in the middle, and I've written 2. You're going to write 4. The first one is I have brown eyes but my friend has blue eyes. And then I could have drawn me and my friend, me with brown eyes, them with blue eyes. I like football, but my friend prefers dancing. Okay, and I could draw myself playing football and them dancing. Okay, so have a go at those. You might want to title it again, Differences Shield. Okay, and I'd love to see, and myself and Miss Welsh would love to see your different shields, and perhaps when we get back we can actually put some in our PSHE Jigsaw learning folders that we've got. That would be brilliant to show some of those. So if you can do all those, keep hold of them, then when you bring them back we could pop them in our Jigsaw learning folder. Okay, have fun, and we'll see you very, very soon. Okay, bye.